What's going on, everybody? Got me a new game today. Yes, it is golf. People hate golf, but damn it, I love it. Okay, as far as we can go. That was all swiggy swaggy on my swing. Swiggy swaggy.
That's in the fairway.
That was a good hit. So it's all good. Ooh, I look creepy. Holy cow.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Hazard?
Come on,
maybe
don't
wet.
Go to the rocks. No.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Boom. What's up? Slow down.
Safely on the dance floor. Even par, currently.
There you go.
That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed appropriately Eternity. 617 yards.
It was like either 29 or 39. I don't remember. Chicken golf. I wish it was free. I'm a little disappointed in it, but it works for a golf game.
Second shot.
It's okay.
Playing his third here at the par 5.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Float back, float back.
That one is running so hot.
A little too hard.
Ends
Whoever
up in
my
the
second
first
viewer
cut,
is,
and he'll
what's
have a
up?
pretty good look at the whole location from here.
Oh,
Who knows?
yes.
It is
Sweet.
a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards.
Okay, wind's blowing that way. Right there. What's over there?
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Club has been pulled, ready for the second shot now at the par 4 12th.
Wind's blowing down. Slow down.
That will be a great look at birdie. See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies.
I suck at putting. Hopefully I get this down. Slow down.
So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity.
It's all right, I'll get par.
So just a formality here. Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now.
1 under, that's good.
And now we're at the par 3, 13th hole, 214 yards.
That wind.
Not looking good, Frank.
Well, I think it's wet.
Slow down. Slow down. No.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's you got 5 minutes to find it.
Just
5
trying to make
minutes to find
clean
it. Come
contact
on.
from the rough.
It's not that far. Slow down. Damn it.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close,
Come on, I gotta be able to put
tremendous
this in.
effort. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Yes. I got
Good
it.
work right there. He'll settle for par. 14th hole, par 4 of
Golf and
389
whiskey.
yards.
Hold
It
on, I
is
gotta take a
short,
shot
but Frank,
before I
there is
hit.
some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really: poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play, 290, 300 yard category, and get it down there where it's just a flick wedge in.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Frank, what's the key here? Second shot at 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice high, soft landing shot.
I thought I
Seems
missed
to
the
like
damn
it.
thing. I was like,
Headed
what
for
the
the
hell?
fat part of the green.
Oh, nice.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
I better not miss that. Damn 5-foot putt.
Frank, all of a sudden,
Got a birdie.
another player to factor in on this leaderboard.
And things are
Yeah,
starting to
plays
tighten up
better when
right
I'm
now.
out.
Going to see where the next move
I
comes
was
from.
even on when I was sober.
Par 4 15th, measuring in at 468 yards.
What I
Whoop,
did
this
there.
is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
I totally
In the
screwed it.
thick stuff.
Oh, I sliced the shit
It's
out of
brutal
that.
out there.
That's what I get for being cocky.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Now the approach here at 15. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. For par.
Yeah, or
Frank, how does that par help his cause?
Certainly doesn't hurt it.
put me back
Second
in.
round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now.
Par. Nice. Ooh, look at that leveling. Nice. So I unlocked new equipment. Got a new driver. Sweet. I think I'll keep that. It's got good distance. It's got good distance. Hey, I'm making my putts on this. I'm sticking with that. Today's Monday. I think we'll go for the Sunday attire. Change the shirt. Let's see. The sweater vest really. I don't know the sweater vest. Ooh, it'll be loud. Yeah, let's be loud. Do some Rodney Dangerfield golf here. Loud and proud. It'd be like the Joker. That's not purple. It's blue. Oh, it's locked. I think I need a hat. What do you think? Regular shoes? Let's see. There we go. There's some blue in the outfit. How about some blue gloves? You got any blue gloves? There we go. No one's watching me. Why the hell not? Why would anyone watch me? Like I said, nobody likes golf.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Now down to the first, about 445 yards, par 4.
When you first look at this opening tee shot, Rich, it looks like you just hit a nice gentle draw off that right bunker. But the general contours of this terrain here does kick that ball a little left.
I've been wanting a golf game and found it. I'd rather get EA Sports than a game like that.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
But yeah, I'm really not that impressed.
Getting set to play the second shot here at the first hole.
I think I played Tiger Woods golf.
Oh, it looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
That was nice.
Well, I'd say a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Frank, this is a nice-looking hole. Not long, only 371 yards, but challenging in its own way.
It is challenging. The best approach here really is a conservative tee shot to set up
We'll
an
see. I
aggressive
just
second.
got it. So we'll see what this is about.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. All right, Frank, what's the player looking at here on the second hole with the approach shot?
I just
Well, Rich,
upgraded
notice
my
the
driver
bunker that
and
cuts into the green on the left side. It turns it into a crescent-shaped green. So really there's three distinct sections, the one in the back, the one in the middle, and the front.
and my
Just be
outfit.
very
My
wary
outfit's
of
not
where the
green
flag
up
is
the
here.
hill.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Oh yeah, that's true. You do like what you like. Alright, made the hole.
That is
Got a
some good
birdie.
work right
Hell
there.
yeah.
Birdie, one shot
400?
closer to the
Hell
lead.
yeah. That's awesome. No, I'm 500. Wait a minute. Okay,
Moving
yeah,
to the
500.
third hole to par 4 again. This one,
Maybe that's what I
471
played
yards.
better.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Harder, right.
Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location here at number 3?
If there's a desired shot pattern, it's a little draw off the tee and a little draw in. And the reason why, if you look at the shape of that green, it's on a 45-degree angle to the left. So it really does suit a shot coming in from the
It's not
right.
showing me my balance.
This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going
Well,
to
you
depend
can't
on that
have perfect
lie.
hits all the
You're
time.
going to need a little bit of luck.
Slow down.
Been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
And it goes hard,
how you maintain momentum and make those putts for par. Frank, here's a case at the fourth hole, this par 3 of Pete Dye kind of messing with a player's mind.
Well,
Just
Foothills,
how does he do it?
If you have not
Well,
subscribed,
there's a
please
straight
subscribe
line
to my
between
channel.
that tee
I'd
and the flag.
appreciate it
That's
very
the
much.
obvious thing. But
And anyone
if
else
you follow the
listening
look
later
of the
on,
hole
if you
down
would
there, it's
like,
just the
please
shaping of the
subscribe to my
bunkers,
channel.
the little curving of the edges there that just take that
Hopefully I can break
mind's eye
200
away,
by
almost
the
making
end
it
of the
look
year.
like there's a little bit of a dog leg in a straight hole. Very clever.
Slow down, bro.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace.
It's moving to the
Might have a
right.
chance.
I need to move in more. I want to see. So it's like dead on past the pin. Do that. I appreciate it, man. I just had to throw it out there. Slow. You
That was not a very good
sloppy
read
vagina
right there.
ball.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Yeah, need to keep it steady. Oh, come on.
You can't miss him from that distance.
Yeah, another bogey
So
at the
ruining
fourth.
my negativeness.
Nudge this one home, finish it up.
Yeah, finish it up. Just a little tap. Probably got a bogey. Yep.
With time
got a
running
bogey.
out, Rich, that's what's going to make that bogey sting even
Damn,
more.
drop me down.
Can't afford to give him away at this point in the championship. So we played our first par 3, now to the first
I'm not
par
trying to
5
give it
on
away,
this golf course at
smart
PGA
ass
West. It is the 535-yard fifth hole. Frank, it appears as though it rewards precision off the tee.
And the Bombers, too. You can run out of water at 335 yards. So for the Dustin Johnsons of the world and the Rory McIlroys,
all right, I'm still
that's
doing
nearly
better than I was
doable.
my last
But if you can't hit it that far, it's quite obvious. You've got to keep it down the right side. And for those people,
Hit it
they
up
put two little
forward.
bunkers there.
I'm glad they can't respond to what I say. Ooh, don't hit a crowd.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball
far
was
left.
swallowed up.
Man, it's all good. If you gotta leave, I appreciate you stopping in. Be good.
This
Have a good
requires a
night.
lot of speed through the ball.
What is this? Wait, don't leave yet. Wait, dude. Oh.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie.
All right, man. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping in.
Standing over his birdie putt.
And that was a birdie.
They're very impressive and on the move right now. Well, the architect Pete Dye is known for visual intimidation. We see it at TPC Sawgrass at the Players every year. And you see it right here, Frank, at this 255-yard par 3/6 with water everywhere you look.
Yeah, you could make an argument here that it suits a little bit of a cut, like a Lee Trevino style fade that starts at the left and moves its way to the green, but then that's also moving back towards the water. Conversely, if you try and fly it over that water on the right side with a little bit of a draw, then the green starts to run out on the left side. Have I made it sound hard?
Okay, the wind's gonna be blowing hard. Try for about here. So it's not too hard.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather
Wow,
nice
that
shot, I would
was
say.
way too hard.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that. Second shot.
Whew, that sucked. Slow down.
Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough. and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Like I said, get a par.
Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there.
Second place, can't beat that. Hey, leveled up almost 3 times. Hey, how you doing tonight? What is that? Viralis? Virals? I'm sorry. I think it's Virals TV. Thank you for stopping in. I don't know what your little emoji is, but thank you. Okay, that was pro career. Let's see what nightclub challenges. Golfer setup. Yes, I want to be the neon golfer. I don't care what the course is, just set me up and let me play. Okay, I gotta land golf balls on the targets. Damn, looks trippy like Alice in Wonderland. There's my little brain dude. Okay, so I gotta land the ball on the target. I can do that. Wind's blowing forward, but not too hard. Yep, watch this. Yep. Slow down. See? Simple. Forward. No wind. Right there. Got it again. Get her done. Do this over here. Wind's blowing off a little that way. Bit. Easy points. See, told you. Wind's blowing forward, but oh, wait a minute. What's that? Nice job. Okay. What do you want me to do for this? I'm blowing hard. Nothing. me being a smartass now. You want me to land the ball right in the middle of the 500? Let's see if I can do that. Or at least on that O. Let's see. Slow down. Nope. Still got it. I'll try on this next one. Got it. Yeah, do your little robot dance. Green neon white boy. Good job. Yeah, that was easy. Shot time. Okay, we're gonna go back, see what these other options are. Oakmont Country Club. Can I get in? Play now, nice. Yeah, dude, I did an online tournament. Let's do an online tournament. Oh, hell no, you're not Indian any. No, no, no. Yeah, fuck it. Let's see. Golfer set up, neon green man. Daily tournaments. Wow, someone has a negative 37. Holy cow. Negative 25. Wow. Yeah, I'm not ready to play any of those people yet. Yeah, I guess no one's playing online now. Yep, no one's available. Because I bought a game and no one wants to play because everybody hates golf. That's okay, because I'm going to go to play now. What do you think about that? Yeah, let me play against Roy McIlroy.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today we're here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports to bring you all the action out on the course. And Frank, what can you tell us about Wolf Creek?
It's a mesmerizing layout. You can see from above, Rich, in amongst all these sort of canyon areas and boulders and that. I've never really seen a golf course like this. It's like Disneyland for the golfers. It's phenomenal, and each hole has a totally different look. It's hard to imagine you can build a golf course in an area like this.
Oh, look, the game glitched. Really? The game has glitched. I am upset. This is Bull doing a damn stream and the game has glitched. There's my golf bag. Looks like Hunger Games played through and shot it with an arrow. I guess I'm playing as dude.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, calling all the action for today's event. We are here at Wolf Creek Golf Club. It's located in Mesquite, Nevada. Frank, if I didn't know that it was Mesquite, Nevada, I think we landed on the moon and they built the golf course here. This is just mind-boggling.
100 years ago, you couldn't build a golf course like this here. Obviously, all the equipment needed, but in the end, it's wonderful. It's an absolute playground for anyone that sort of loves to play the game. It is desert golf, obviously because of the terrain, but the green oasis that cuts in between is each hole. It just sort of gives you a totally different experience because you keep having to remind yourself you are smack bang in the middle of the desert.
Exactly.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it was well on the cards.
Please hold, I have a message. Shit me.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, there's so many impressive holes here at Wolf Creek, but the second really stands out.
Yeah, that tee box, is it 9 stories high? It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get.
Slow down, please. Slow down, slow down. Drop, 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 drop. Damn. I'm in the desert. Big ass sand trap. Fucking Nevada sand trap.
Second shot
I
from
should have paid
120.
attention.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Frank going for 2 in a row now. I thought that was
Oh,
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
oh, shut up and
in. So
let me
they'll
putt.
tap in. Did the job right there. All right, Frank, describe the third hole.
Well, it's a par 3 with a bit of a tabletop green, Rich. Some bunkers right and left of that, but also it's going to play a little bit further. This tee shot is uphill, unlike the opening 2 holes. So a 3 here,
That's a bit
and that
green.
certainly won't hurt the scorecard.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Slow down.
I mean, this skill,
Slow.
and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position.
Well, show me what I got. Yeah, see?
Oh, painful lip
Oh,
out.
you
This is a good putt.
fuck.
Absolutely can't believe it. I thought that thing was stone dead in the center.
That's what he's saying right now.
So with that, the score is now at even par.
Oh, thank you.
Back to the tee here at Wolf Creek. A lot of sand along the right side of this fairway leading up to the green, Frank.
Yeah, I can't even count how many bunkers they got down that right side. It's easy to see where not to go. So obviously you want to get that ball up on that left side. And then really it's just a short pitch across. There, this hole's only 383 yards, and it won't even really play its distance. But, of course, you've got to be careful. It's not long,
Right.
but fairway first once again here. You can see all the problems around there if you do miss this fairway.
Right, so, yeah.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Let's see what McIlroy
Yeah,
does
it
now
is,
with his
'cause
second.
I didn't go to the left like you suggested.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round. Even par currently.
Has the putt. And now at -1. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, you know, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long. So very reachable.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Needs a
Eagle,
pair
I
of
don't know.
binoculars to see the hole.
Oh, shut up. I don't need binoculars. I can see it.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different
It's all right.
angles.
It's gonna be a
He
par.
forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely
Forgot
fall in
about
love
your
with the
mom,
line,
that's
even
what I
with
forgot.
approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putt.
Forgot about your fucking mom, you bitch.
Here at the 6th, 447-yard par 4. Pretty good hole, Frank.
Yeah, probably a layup hole too for the longer hitters. Something out there around the 280, 290 yard mark to make sure you don't go it in the stream. Obviously, it's a dogleg right, as you can see. The canyon on both sides is sort of well defined, so you know where not to go. Second shot plays a little bit back up the hill to a green. Once again, that's anything other than flat. It's fun. You've got to make sure you get that ball on the right tier if you want to have a birdie putt here.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
This is a good-looking shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
This would be nice. A birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Has a hat trick and looking for more. 3 birdies now on the deck. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and it's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Getting set now over the putt. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Why ain't I green? Why am I blue? My God. Oh, yeah, I'm McElvoy. That's right.
Holding steady now at 2 under par.
What was that, a bogey? You're not even going to show
Frank,
me
the
what I
par
got?
3/8 really is Wolf Creek in a nutshell.
Okay, I
It's
got
hard,
one. Nice.
and it's really pretty.
It is, and it's really long, too.
I'm happy.
Just under 250 yards off that back tee. Slight bit of elevation, but you can see from the tee, obviously, where you don't want to go and where you do go. If you're a little, well, tender of heart, then aim for the right side and avoid all that water down the left.
I got it. Right on the green. Land.
This
right
one doesn't
on
look
the
good.
There's water over there.
green. Slow down.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the
That
green.
works.
It was just coming out so hot.
That's fine.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Slow down. You fucking little gopher.
Oh, just a terrible
Ball
shot.
sack.
That close, and he missed it to the left. Setting up
fuck
for another
you.
approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play
I
from
hit
earlier in the
bad
round.
shot.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Everything is not working.
Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4,
Fucking
390
bogeyed it.
yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, the shorter hitter, just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9. Yeah, Rory's like a car that just has an extra gear. You know, if you've got five-speed gearbox, Rory's got 6. If you've got a 6-speed gearbox, he's got 7.
He's the souped-up Ferrari or Lamborghini. He can go. He's Formula One. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Nice putt. Count it. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
I'd like to see what my scorecard is. It should be a lot easier. That was a birdie. Awesome.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. Should be pretty good right there on the safe side. Well, that is a ball striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. It's a big putt right here for birdie.
Oh
man.
I just pushed it.
Fuck
that hurts.
You, man. Yeah, I know.
He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. With authority. Count it. As a par and 2 under. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Has it. He's 2 under par. Now to the par 5, 12, pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many a 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
How's that for strength, bitch?
Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Oh, now you're going
It's
to
that
kiss
sneaky
my ass
distance.
I made it on the green. Fuck you.
You want to know the difference between good scores and average scores? That.
Right there.
Yeah,
So
fuck
just a
you
formality
and your
here.
average score.
And with that, he'll go to 3 under. 13th hole, and Frank, Wolf Creek is really kind of a macho golf course because you can stand on a tee like this and say, you know what? I'm going to take this one over the mountains.
And then, if you do, then you flip the coin. Is it in play or is it out of play? This is one hole. You just you realize you're in the middle of the desert, that's for sure. And one hole that you think, well, if I play this hole a couple of times, I might just get the hang of it.
He'll need to be strong with this. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult
care
chance
about your
coming up
great
here.
fucking
Long birdie
position.
try.
Show me what I
Needs a
need
pair
to
of
know.
binoculars to see the hole. Looks like he just misread that.
Short. That is full power.
Settles in over the
Yeah,
putt.
except what the game gives me. See?
Well, Frank, he'll drop at least one shot here. That was not his best
Way
effort.
past
No,
it.
poor is the easiest way to put that. He knows it.
Power.
So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Now to the 14th hole, and Frank, this is probably the best par 4 here at Wolf Creek.
Well, it's certainly the hole that they take the most photographs on, Rich, and you can see why. Great vantage point of the whole golf course. The hole's just sort of littered with bunkers down the left side, so you know where not to go once again. Go to the right side of that. Hole just keeps sort of hooking around that left side. It
Really,
plays under
where not to
450
go,
yards.
I
It's
go
fun. Just sort
left
of
side,
draw it a
right
little off the
side.
tee, draw it a little into the green, and you'll be fine.
Fuck you, announcer. Be a little quicker on your info.
So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill,
Fuck
make sure
club
you have enough stick,
Hit that
and then swing away.
bitch. Bounce.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Tip it up there.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Nice par to remain at 2 under.
2 under, I'm happy.
Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital, but it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left, and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right.
Nope. Went too far to the right.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. With a good read, might have been able to make it from that distance, but not to be. Nudge this one home, finish it up. And with that, 1 under par. Short par 4, 16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dog leg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you've got to play it. I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And
all right, after
before
this game,
you know it, you've got a little wedge in here, and it should set up nicely for a birdie.
Well, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Shouldn't be a problem here. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Now to the 17th, par 5 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club.
Yeah, dogleg left. Tee shot obviously has to be played short of that creek down there. It's still going to be a reachable hole, even though this hole's sort of around the 550, 560 mark. But because you've got to play short of that stream, it's going to leave a lengthy second shot, and you've got to get the distance right on the button.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions. Well, with a good shot here, Rich, I tell you, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Slow down, please.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move.
Where was
Putt
the
leader
wind?
coming up. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
What the fuck?
That's good work right there. Just a tap in.
Oh my god dang.
10-foot putt left.
Should I go left? Let's see what happens. No.
Well, I
God
thought they'd
damn
at
it.
least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like
Ow,
a
I hit
sitter.
myself in the balls.
Now par.
Getting set now over the putt. Good roll. Solid. That's a par.
Oh, I got par still? Okay, cool. Thank you.
18th hole. And Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the
18th hole,
scorecard,
let's
you
see.
think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the
Or is
trouble in
this?
front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you'd expect to hit it close.
It's going down. Near the edge. Big bounce.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Decent bounce.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up. Second shot.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Finished with a final score of 69. Frank, a lot to like in this performance today.
Oh, it is. There's so many positives to take out of this round. Not just the possibility to win this week, but going forward, this is great golf that you would hold up against anybody right now.
And have an awesome night. Thank you.